This is Life in Color. I'm presenting this amazing series I put together. Hopefully you enjoy it. We went out, we talked to some people that have some tattoos. We found out the meaning behind them, where they got them, why they like them, and just sort of their different views about tattoos. I know I had a load of fun shooting this, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Hey guys, JT White with you. Alright, sitting here with Amber. She's going to tell us a little bit about the tattoos that she has. How are you today?
Good, how are you today?
I'm doing alright. So how many did you have to start with?
What did I say, 10?
10? Something, yeah.
Something
we were talking
like 10.
off camera. Yeah, because you're saying if we're going to count cover-ups or not. But, yeah, so you did mention the cover-ups. Care to go into any detail about what you covered up or no?
What I covered up was basically 18-year-old Amber mistakes. So just not very well thought out tattoos that I, just eventually over time thought of a better idea and found an artist who was willing to cover them up and make it better. So that's pretty much it.
Okay, so you learned from your mistakes then of just going out and getting one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learn from the not so well thought out ones.
Yeah. But let's talk about your good ones. What do you have?
One on my back that's dedicated to my mother who passed away when I was younger, along with a ovarian cancer ribbon for her as well. A paw print for my dog Buddy that passed away. I have a quarter sleeve right here of a fall scene. And then this was one of my cover-ups with a fall leaf.
Cool.
I have a sunflower on my back. And then I have a Native American girl right on my inner bicep. I have one on my shin that's dedicated to my dad. And I'm trying to think of any others that I might be missing. And, of course, the big one, the Nightmare Before Christmas tattoo that takes up my whole right thigh. Yes.
Nice. Nightmare Before Christmas. I like it. And of those, what would you say is your favorite, if you have one?
I mean, I like all of them, and I spent a lot of money on all of them, but my Nightmare Before Christmas one, it's the one that hits closest to home, probably, so I love that one.
Okay. And any meaning behind that? Just that you love the movie, or...?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's definitely meaning behind it. It's just Nightmare Before Christmas was my childhood, basically. Going back to my mom, it was always, Mommy, can I watch the Halloween movie? Can I watch the Halloween movie? And then it just grew with me and it stuck with me. And every time I think of Nightmare Before Christmas, I would think of her. And so it was just, grew into an obsession. I was like, why not? Of course. What better way to memorialize that movie than put it on my body? So.
I like it. Now, what is there any purpose behind the one on your wrist right there with the leaves and anything?
Yeah, so fall again. A lot of my tattoos go back to my childhood.
Okay. So
fall time again, best memories I had with my mom, with my family, my friends, and so fall's just always been my favorite time of year, been the most meaningful to me. So I've always wanted an arm tattoo, and I was just like, let's do fall. Like that makes sense. So I went with that, and but yeah, it just means a lot. A lot of my childhood best memories were in the fall time.
Definitely, and so obviously you're very close to your family then.
Yeah.
Which is always good. So where did you get your stuff done?
Lots of different places.
Okay.
So I started off at Extreme Graphics, then I went to Nux Tattoo that was in Webster. That's where I got my Nightmare one done. And then I went to White Tiger in Webster where Pam Bratcher, she's done a lot of my stuff. So that's the last place I've been to.
Okay. Now, and of those, do you have a favorite artist that you've gone to?
Pam, she's fantastic. Her style is amazing. It's just very delicate and beautiful. So I love Pam.
And how long did it take? I wanted to ask you, how long did it take to do the Nightmare piece? How many sessions? Let's put it that way.
7 sessions. Okay. 2 to 3 hours a piece.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah, so some, the color wasn't taking very well. Some I could sit better than the others, but it took a long time and a lot of sessions.
Okay, nice. And you mentioned you have a half sleeve. How long did that one take?
That was 3 sessions, probably 2 to 3 hours a piece. That one was a little more painful to sit for, so I had to chop it up into a couple sessions.
So you've obviously spent a lot of time in the chair then.
Yes, I have, but you know what? Worth it. It was worth it.
Okay, well that's good. As long as everything was worth it.
Yeah.
What got you into wanting tattoos? If there's any reason behind it, or if it was just like, that looks cool.
It's just I've always known. Like I don't know. It was just when I was younger, I was just always like, I'm gonna get tattoos. Okay. I've always known I wanted to be covered in them. it was just a thing when I was younger. And then as soon as I turned 18, I took my graduation money and I got the tattoo on my back. So
there we go.
I've just always wanted them. I'm a very artistic person too, so it's a lot about self-expression and everything. So I don't know, I just always known I wanted them, I guess.
Now, any future plans?
For new ones?
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, that was kind of a dumb question, but so do you want like entire sleeves? Like, what do you?
I'm thinking about it, with my career being a nurse. I mean, it's becoming more and more acceptable to have tattoos as a nurse. So once I get more into my career, deeper into it, then I might think about going into more sleeves. But I do know I want to add more to my Native American girl, eventually touch up a lot of my tattoos and maybe add to the nightmare one. So definitely future plans.
So you just mentioned that you're getting into nursing, and I have noticed out of a lot of professions that one is a little bit more accepting. A little bit more accepting of tattoos. Do you think that there's still that negative view on tattoos? 100%.
100%. I've had both ends of the spectrum with my patients. I've had patients who looked at my tattoos and said, "You're going to regret that one day. Why would you do that to your body? You're a beautiful girl." And then I've had other elder patients who look at my tattoos and say, "Tell me the story about that." And they fall asleep or it puts a smile on their face. So, I mean, it just really depends. But I don't feel like tattoos define the care that I give as a nurse. It doesn't define my intelligence as a nurse. It can just go either way. But, I keep it covered. And if patients don't like it, I apologize. I'm sorry, So you don't like them.
I said, now how do those conversations usually go down if you get one that's not so keen on them? If you can, get into it a little bit.
It's always, "Why would you do that? You're a beautiful girl. Okay. Are you sure you're going to like that for the rest of your life?" And what else? Just pretty much like, "Why would you do that to your body? You're so pretty." It's like, well, I think tattoos are beautiful. And you'd look much prettier without them.
Oh, wow. Sorry, that one's a little harsh, not gonna lie.
It is what it is, and you just take it and you just smile like, "Oh, definitely. Well, thank you for thinking I'm pretty." That's where
it's just find a silver lining in them, pretty much.
Yeah, I gotta try and make it positive.
Definitely. Now, do you feel that view will ever go away?
No. I think that people are going to have their opinions regardless. Like, even my father, who's 52 years old, still is like, "Oh, why would you get those tattoos?" But then, there's my grandmother who thinks my tattoos are beautiful. So, I mean, it just depends on the person, depends on what they like, the family they grew up in, their interests. If there are, there's just so many different things that lead a person to an opinion, I think. So I personally think there's always just going to be that back and forth. I mean, they are becoming more acceptable, but there's still people our age who think tattoos are stupid, who would never get one. They don't want to mark their body forever. So I think it'll constantly just be a battle.
Now, do you sort of have like any kind of favorite style that you like looking through, anything like that?
I mean,
or I guess just is there any type that you just admire?
Well, I mean, I have so many different styles on my body. I have realistic, I have, more like vibrant ones. I think they're all just beautiful. I think it's just so talented what artists can do and how they adapt to their own styles and stuff. I really love like realistic tattoos, people who do portraits and stuff like that. I absolutely think that's so beautiful. But I love color. Like my skin takes very well the color too.
That does help. That helps.
So I love the color, but I really appreciate the realistic ones because that is just so talented to me. So.
And what would you say to someone going to get their first tattoo?
Eat first, eat before, because everyone reacts differently to the pain. But the way I look at it is when you're thinking about getting a tattoo, think about your future. Think about your future kids, your grandkids, people on the streets that ask you about it. If you are proud to tell them what this is, what the meaning is, or if you just are proud to show it off, get it. I mean, I've obviously made my mistakes or what I was just lucky enough to find an artist who made it better and fixed my mistakes. But I just think, just think about it really hard. If somebody walked up to you on the street and said, "What does that tattoo mean?" Do you want to be like, "Oh, I was drunk with my buddies and I got this, I got this tattoo of naked girl on my arm," or do you want to, like me, just be like, "You know what, this means a lot to me. This is my childhood," and then be able to tell them an awesome story about it. That's what I would say.
I do have to say you're the first one to in this entire series that says eat food first. No one has mentioned that.
Oh yeah, I've seen people almost pass out
Yeah.
because everyone takes the pain differently. I handled some like champs and I've cried for some. So I mean, just prevent passing out.
Yeah, definitely.
Have some water with you too.
Yeah, I actually usually even out of I just eat anyways. Even before not even as an afterthought. 'Cause I mean I'm a bigger dude, so you think it wouldn't take as much, but it's like I still eat anyways.
Yeah,
But,
I mean. Have music with you too. If you don't have the most social tattoo artist, you need something to distract you from the pain.
Yeah,
or if you're like me, I fall asleep all the time during tattoos.
I forget to breathe sometimes.
Yeah, breathing.
Cause I have a couple on my legs when it got right by the bone, and it was not gonna lie that hurt. Not gonna lie when it was right there, so I sort of forgot to breathe, and I'm like, dude, breathe, come on, and then it was fine.
Yeah, from a nursing standpoint, breathe. Remember to breathe. Yes, that's important.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, Amber.
You're welcome.
And good luck with everything that you have left planned.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.